Hi everyone. Today is Thanksgiving in the United States, and we are thankful for our viewers. Thank you for following us along on our journey.
Happy Thanksgiving.
In the last episode, I said there should be news on the Furler this week, and we do have news. Luis, who managed our boat while we were gone, along with a business partner, Sergio, operate Dawn Rigging. And when talking to Luis about installing the furler, he indicated they were very busy with the influx of the Baja boats and would plan on finishing the install by mid-December at the latest. I was surprised and pleased last week when Luis called to say the guys would come by to measure and determine whether we had all the parts needed for the install. Luis's son, Beto, always amazes me with his ease in getting up the mast. A tape measure was attached to the bucket and sent up with the messenger line. The measurement was taken. Additionally, Sergio determined we would need an extension to raise the drum sufficiently to have the sail clear the windlass, dinghy, and rails. They would have to have that part manufactured and would return in a few days. So this morning we went shopping, and when we returned, the guys were already working and had cut and assembled the foil. The foil and drum were moved into position for raising. Beto attached the messenger line to the head of the foil and taped it for extra security. He then worked his magic getting up the mast, and the assembly was carefully hoisted. Now to put all the pieces together. While Sergio worked down below, inserting clevis pins and cotter pins, Beto, up above, was attaching the headstay. He also installed the halyard restrainer to prevent halyard wrap as the foil rotates. Once the headstay was secured at the top, Sergio adjusted the stay tension with the turnbuckle, inserting cotter pins when the tension was correct. The drum was lowered into position and the cross pin inserted. The last step was to add the furling line and the lead blocks, which clamp to the stanchions. It is an exciting time for us, and we are looking forward to using the staysail a lot more than we have in the past. All that remains now is for the sailmaker to cut down the sail, add luff tape, and a sacrificial cover. Hopefully, that will be accomplished shortly. The replacement of the water tank hose is almost crossed off the list. So do you think you're going to be able to get that off?
No, I don't think so. But we'll give it a try. I think maybe you'll be able to get your hand in there and get a better grip on it than I was able to.
With the application of a little heat from a hairdryer.
Got it?
Yeah, got it.
The most difficult part of running the new hose was getting it back onto the tank nipple without kinking it.
You have it?
Maybe.
Lee had a solution.
I'm almost thinking about drilling another hole further away where it's easier to get a link into there.
And what was it that you just said?
If first don't succeed, get a bigger hammer or drill a bigger hole.
Lee's idea worked, and then it was on to cleaning out the tank. It's always a time of trepidation when the cover is removed. Will we find something really gross? It wasn't too bad, although we were dismayed about the amount of rust starting to show. It's probably time to start researching new water tanks. The good news was there was no awful smell or slimy feel to the water like there was when we first bought the boat. We wiped down all the inner surfaces of the tank, sloshed the water around, and drained most of it into the bilge. For the dregs, Lee used a turbo pump that our friend Scott introduced us to. Lee had brought one for use when transferring diesel from a jerry can into the fuel tank. Since the pump was new and never used for fuel, why not use it to suck all the water out? It worked like a charm. The tank was filled with water run through the safe H2O water filtration system. Oh, and I might point out that strange orange color on the 1 micron sediment filter is from sediment filtered out of the Costa Baja water. We found a leak at the distribution tee, and now that has been dealt with, we will tackle the port tank replacement hose and cleaning next week. When we left the boat, we forgot to take down the Mexican courtesy flag, and it shredded over the course of time. I hope no one was offended. No disrespect to our host country was intended. A new flag now flies at the starboard spreader. And talking about flags, there has been a proliferation of Baja Haha flags around the marina as portions of this year's fleet arrive. Join us next week when Lee digs into the poor performance of our solar panels. And do we really have a mysterious power draw? Will we have a recut jib to put on the new furler? Hopefully we will have the answers. So, until next time.